If you watched one of my previous videos, I had talked about what you can do to shorten up the life of a virus once it invades your body. I wanted to take this video and just kind of give you some heads up on things that you should have. I refer to it as, I guess you could call it a traveling case, an antivirus case, whether you use it and take it to the races with you or whether you have it at home. I want you to have a multitude of items. One is going to be echinacea and golden seal. Echinacea and golden seal. You can get it in a sublingual, a droplet under the tongue. You can get it in capsule form. Follow the directions exactly as they suggest. And the reason why echinacea and golden seal is so good is it's just a natural herb that, if you can imagine Pac-Man, it goes in there and it starts trying to devour anything that has invaded your system. It's very effective. If you're an elite athlete, you will not fail a drug test because it's a natural herb. The second thing is you're going to want to travel with and always have available at home a neti pot. A neti pot is just a little device that allows you to mix up some warm water with a packet of salt. You mix that up, and what you do is you put that up against one nostril, you tilt your head, it goes from one nostril out the other. And I know it's not the most enjoyable thing to talk about, but you got to remember that when your nose and your sinuses start to produce mucus, your body has received a signal that there's something in the air that's causing the mucus to be produced, and the mucus's goal is to grab and for you to blow your nose and get rid of that microbe. Not to be disgusting, but you may accidentally swallow a little bit. That's why it gets into your digestive tract. You end up with loose bowels. If you're traveling with a neti pot, even if you don't have symptoms of being sick, we use it as a preventative measure. You tilt your head, you let that saline solution go through. Now, the closest thing to waterboarding is using a neti pot if your sinuses are impacted. But please be patient. Do it in a shower because you're going to have snot and mucus going everywhere. If you go to put it into your right nostril and the left sinus is impacted, it is going to come out your throat. So that's why I say, I just want to give you the heads up. I don't want to paint any artificial, hey, this is great and easy to do if you're impacted. But what's nice about this is that saline solution with gravity will eventually clean that sinus cavity out, and you'll actually be able to breathe again if you've been impacted. Again, not the sexiest thing to talk about, but notice the coloration or discoloration of your mucus. If it's clear, your body's reacting to something. If it is yellow, that's dead white blood cells. I call them suicide bombers. If it's green, you've got a severe infection. So obviously we don't ever want it to get to green, but we've all had that occasion where you've blown your nose and the discoloration is quite dark. That's just the abundance of dead white blood cells. So as you go through trying to avoid getting sick, the neti pot, even though you don't feel it, if you've got mucus and you're in the shower and you flush that out, you've just reduced your chances of ingesting that microbe. Antibacterial gel. If you can do that, just to keep your hands clean, obviously washing your hands. But if you're at a gas station and you pump fuel, it's a lot easier just to hit the antibacterial when you jump back in your car. All these little things, echinacea golden seal, the neti pot, antibacterial gel, washing your hands often, are all preventative things that you can do. And I would encourage to have it at home as well as in your travel bag. And always be proactive. If you know you're going to be traveling, think about it. Especially if you're traveling to a race, how much time and energy and resources are you spending getting to that race? Is it that much more of an inconvenience to take some echinacea and golden seal as outlined by the bottle, using antibacterial gel, washing your hands, maybe a little bit more than used to, be a germaphobe, right? And then using the neti pot when you get to your destination, even if you don't have sinus discharge, still do it, because what you don't want to do is have something get embedded in there and then you get behind. You spend all the time and energy getting to this event. Why would you allow yourself to get buried and then try to play catch up? So this is just something that you can do. I call it the traveling kit. Like I said, I would encourage you to have it both at home and your travel bag as mentioned, and be proactive. Don't wait until you see your resting heart rates elevated or your stress score is up. So keep that in mind as you travel. If you happen to have any other questions about this or anything that we've talked about, or more importantly, if you have a specific frustration that you want clarity on, please feel free to reach out to me and my team. You can reach us at contact@coachrobb.com. Leave me a comment below. I'll do everything I can to get back to you and answer it. And I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you found it helpful.